Cage, Sawyers. Welcome to you both. These are pretty stunning stats, Caroline.
Yeah.
The amount of money, but more than that, what you're getting for it. And right now, it just looks like not only are you not getting value, but you're getting too much of the wrong stuff if you want to have a productive career.
Totally. And what isn't talked enough about is the university's mismanagement. You know, they're fed subsidy after subsidy, and then they turn around and they spend our taxpayer dollars on LGBT resource centers and rock climbing walls and administrative staffing, and then they justify hiking tuition and saddling students with more debt. So that's why the student loan forgiveness program, that's just a cop-out, and it always was for these colleges. The other thing that isn't talked about enough is that we don't have enough tradespeople and craftsmen who are doing these essential industries, whether it's HVAC or it's plumbing, and those are pretty recession-proof, right? And they're kind of important industries that we should be encouraging students to go into more. And it reminds me of 2008. You know, in the 1990s, Bill Clinton said that everybody should own a home, regardless of credit. So we pumped up these mortgage-backed securities, and we got a crisis, a housing crisis. Same thing with college. Bernie Sanders said everybody should have a bachelor's degree. Now we have a student loan crisis.
But I think that a lot of this, Cage, has to do with the fact that for 3.5 years, there was a moratorium on making your student loan payments. And there was no interest accruing on those loans. And if you add up you inflated away the debt and you add up the interest that wasn't paid, that was a student loan bailout of forgiveness of more than $400 billion. And this is why they didn't start repaying the loans. That's why they're delinquent. Because again, you give them an inch and they'll take 100 miles.
Yeah, and to piggyback off of two of Caroline's points, trades are so underrepresented. You know, education for that needs to be expanded. Number two is we have Doge in Washington, D.C. Why do we not have it in our universities? There's so many line items. Why are they on these university balance sheets? And dowers to these universities need to be calling these universities and saying, what is going on? But I think more than anything, we've created this cultural bubble about education. I've served on 2 education boards in Texas the last 2 years. You know, we've got to be honest on why we're going to college. Are you going to learn and to make money, or are you going to be the best version of yourself? So conservatively, I do think we need to look at these universities, how they're spending money, how they're educating our kids, the indoctrination going on. But also, we got to be honest as parents and students. Are you going to meet people who think like you? Are you going to become educated in a subject you care about? Are you going to be in a good dating pool? All these things that matter to young people. It's up to you if you take those student loans out. If you do take those student loans out, you've got to be responsible in how you pay them back. So when you talk about the interest rate accumulating, people are going out, they're buying new cars. We're 26, we talked about that in the lobby out there. People are buying new cars, they're getting nicer apartments, and they're not letting those interest rates truly be on their balance sheets.
They're not paying the U.S. taxpayer back is what they're doing.
That's right.
That's why it chaps my backside.
Since you're both 26, here's a good question for you. Are you in that group of people who are still living on mom and dad's dime? Because apparently 50% of parents are financially supporting their adult children. Caroline, I think that's a recipe for disaster. Maybe you disagree because you still got a lifeline with mom and dad.
I want to take a step back here and say I sympathize with our generation, Gen Z. They're saddled with a lot of costs that the baby boomers maybe didn't have. We don't think homeownership, a lot of us, is going to be attainable in our lifetime. We think we're going to be in a renter society permanently, and that's it because we feel like we've been priced out of the market. That being said, the things that we view as necessities today, DoorDash burritos, Netflix, hair appointments, those are the luxuries of our parents' age. We think those are absolutely essential. That might be contributing to our credit card debt soaring and why we might be still banking on mom and pop.
I'm not going to put you on the spot.
I'll put you on the spot, Cage.
No. But I think a lot of it's everywhere here in New York City. Even people into their 40s are, you know, their parents or pay for their rent.
I mean, what I would say about it is, I don't think there's anything wrong if parents are blessed with extra money to help kids. I really don't. I think what parents need to be cognizant of, though, is they need to put their foot down and say, I'm not paying for your rent, for your groceries, for anything like that. Put it towards something that actually helps that young person get started. The house. The SBA just passed new reform where you can put 5% down on a business and owner finance the other 5% and go buy a business after college. Parents are totally you know, they should help their children with these kind of things. Put a house down payment, get a wedding ring, things like that. And the other stuff, we can't be helping.
What I hear him saying is buy businesses, not burritos. Maybe that's a good way for young people to think about it.
There's your
Caroline,
slogan.
there you go.
Parent.
Cage, Caroline, great stuff. Good to see you.
Thank you, guys.